how can you lose when you're doing you?
It's a marathon. You're at 109 right now.
Hey everybody, I'm Larry Wiz reporting live from Union Station. I'm in the parking lot of Union Station, and this is downtown Los Angeles. Olvera Street is right there, and behind me, very far behind me, you can see, or maybe you can't see it, but it's there, City Hall. This is Los Angeles. What is it? La Ciudad de, what is it? See, I should remember the name. El pueblo de Nuestra Señora de Rio Porciúncula, something like this. I forgot it. But what I didn't forget is muchos años después, frente al pelotón de fusilamiento, el coronel Aureliano Buendía había de recordar aquella tarde remota en que su padre lo llevó a conocer hielo. That's a little passage from Colombia, from Cien Años de Soledad, 100 Years of Solitude. I forgot the author's name, Marquez Garcia, something like that. I forgot his name. Anywho, here I am out here with IC 109, and Little Tokyo is just up the street. So Ichimaru-kyu gamiemasu. Konnichiwa. Watashi no namae wa Tokyo desu. Ichimaru-kyu gamiemasu. You gotta practice this stuff and to keep it fresh in your mind. And yeah, this is downtown LA. This is all that good stuff. I'm out here vlogging for the channel. Yo veo 109. Yo veo 109. All right, so what can I say? It's a warm day. Man, it's hot out here. We're in the Long Beach. Griffey said we're in the dead of winter, and it's hot out here, California. He has a hilarious little video. I'm not going to cut to that video. I'm just going to describe it for you, so deal with it, I guess. Or go search it up and check it out. What is on my mind right now? I can't reference these people by names. I just saw their TikTok videos and they were just interesting. All right, so the video that comes to mind right now, the guy, white guy, long hair, heavy-set fella, and he just fixes the camera right on himself, right? Well, he talks about different stories, and one of the stories he talks about is how Mark Twain and Nikola Tesla were friends. And Mark Twain, and they were together. They were hanging out together. And Nikola Tesla had this shake machine. And Nikola Tesla said, Mark Twain, you should try it out. But he said, don't stay on the machine for more than a few minutes. It loosens up the waste in your lower intestines or what have you. It loosens up the liquids in your body, and if you shake, it's good for you. So Mark Twain got on the machine and he started to shake, and he loved it, and he stayed on longer than he was advised to stay on there, and he had to ask for assistance to turn the machine off, and stuff. And he was like, why, what's going on? Nikola Tesla asked Mark Twain, why, what's going on, man? And he's like, I shat myself. Hilarious story. Let me check this camera. I don't think I'm filming. I think I cut my head off, which I have to start this all over again. All right, sweet. So I did not cut my head off. This is dope. All right. For some reason, I just can't tell stories, man. The way the guy told the story was just so much funnier. He was like, Mark Twain stood on the machine and it went for a few minutes, and then he asked Nikola Tesla's help, and he offered his help, but he was like, what happened? And he's like, Mark Twain has shat himself. Like, oh man, that's hilarious. The thing about that story is, how the heck did that guy, this heavy-set white dude, where does he get all of his information from? What books is he reading? Where is he getting this stuff from? Like, oh my gosh, if only I had access to that book, to those resources, then maybe I could have a more interesting channel, you know? And that's kind of how I feel, but my channel is interesting and very popular on its own, so it doesn't really matter that I am not bringing you stories that are that, intriguing and stuff. To each his own. Everybody's different, so it is what it is. All right. You're watching IC 109 in downtown Los Angeles, and things are happening all around the city. Tonight is the Grammys night of the Grammys, and that's cool. They're doing their thing. People are doing their thing, you know. Let me check. I've got two phones working here, so let me check my phone. Check messages and all that. Let me see what's going on. What? I got a message. It's all good. All right, so what else? What else do I want to talk about? What else is on my mind right now? 10-9 on my mind. I was fine, I thought, until I started waking at 10-9 on the dot. 10-9 on my mind. I was fine, I thought. What else? Went shopping. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The tax situation. I tried to do my taxes yesterday. I sat at the computer for about an hour and I had my W-2s in order. And I just tried to do it quickly. Just wanted to get it over with. And I was using, I think, TurboTax. And TurboTax said, if once you press this button, if you press this button, then we're going to try to process your taxes. And if it doesn't work, if it isn't successful, then you're on your own. So I was upset when I got that because I pressed that button and my taxes were not processed. They weren't filed for me. So I wasted all of that time and energy. You know what? I might not have wasted the time and energy. The file, my taxes have been filed, or the file has been created, but it's now my responsibility to mail them into the IRS. That's what I have to do. It's a big old headache. Anyway, I spent more money than I really wanted to. That's the thing that I want to gripe about and complain about. Like, there's so many like hidden fees that pop up every now and then. Like, just yesterday, I was in excellent control over my finances. I was, earning money to pay off some debts, and I was going to be out of debt this month, this, next week, or this coming week. Everything was just looking beautiful until, oh, you got to file your taxes, and filing your taxes, you got to pay $300, $200 to $300 to file them through TurboTax. I'm like, what? That's $300 I wasn't planning on spending, but here we are. Welcome to our life. So that's what it is. And yeah, so that was just a hiccup in all of this stuff. Just like, damn, I don't want to do that. I didn't want that to be the case. $300 out of my pocket. Then haven't been driving for Uber to make any money. I did it yesterday and I hadn't done it in like 5 or 6 days. I've been working, doing some other things. I got my little hustles, set up, but where's this money that these rappers were talking about in the 1990s? Where is that money? I don't have the big bucks, the drug money, man. I'm 46 years old and I'm like, man, I want some of that big, I want them big bucks, man. I want them big bucks. Yeah, I was hungry yesterday, so I had to get some food, and I was thinking, do I spend 30 some odd dollars on one meal, or do I go to Trader Joe's and spend like $60 or $70 and have food for the week? I said, well, dang, I better go to Trader Joe's, because I'm a responsible dude with his money, so let me do that. Let me do the responsible thing. So I get to Trader Joe's and I spend some money. But after I left Trader Joe's, I didn't feel like eating the food that I got from Trader Joe's. So I decided, man, I'm going to go and buy some food. So I went and I bought some food. So I spent $100 when I was trying to spend less than 70, for the long term. But I spent $100 So it's just like, plus the 200. Why did I even go out and spend that money the way that I did? Because I was already hurt because of the tax situation, because of $200 or $300 that I had to spend doing my taxes, and my taxes still weren't done. That pissed me off. Like, oh man. So luckily I've got my hustles in order. So I was able to do some work today for my client. I have a private business and a private client whom I serve. So I was able to do that to, scrounge up few dollars here. But still, it's not equivalent to the drug money of the 90s. Not that I had any of that, but I'm just saying, all those rappers were talking about the drug money that they had. I'm listening to music. I'm riding around listening to Jay-Z, talking about how he sold D out of apartment 4B. Like, okay, man. That wasn't apartment 109. All right, this is me rambling, doing my thing in downtown Los Angeles. You hear the sirens. We're at Union Station in the parking lot. I'm at Union Station in the I think in the west parking lot at Union Station, and what else? In the west parking lot at Union Station, and that's about it. Yo soy el Don Alfredo Sánchez de Los Ángeles, de California, de Estados Unidos, por 109, mi canal 109. Yeah. Konnichiwa. Watashi no namae wa Tokyo desu. 여러분 안녕하십니까? 제 이름은 레리입니다. 좋은 날입니다. Hola, hola a todos. Yo soy el Don Alfredo Sánchez de Los Ángeles, de California, de Estados Unidos. Estoy en la ciudad de Los Ángeles, enfrente de la estación de tren de Union, al lado de calle Olvera, en el centro de la ciudad de Los Ángeles. Buddy, all in my face. Jim Browski must wear a cap, just in case the young girl likes to clap. Yeah. All right, let me check it out over here. Ay. That should be good, though. Shouldn't be a problem. En la ciudad de Los Ángeles, enfrente el estación, enfrente, ¿cómo se dice station? Estación, ¿no? Estación. In front of the station. Let me see. She said 4:15. We're actually coming into downtown now. Okay. If you haven't guessed it already, I'm here waiting for my client. Union Station. Okay, so my question is station. How do you say station in Spanish? I think it's estación, but I could be wrong. Station in Spanish is estación. Okay, cool. Haven't been practicing my Spanish in a while. Shout out to my teacher, Ernesto, de Mexico. I haven't talked with Ernesto in a minute, so I haven't practiced. I was over here yesterday. Yeah, I was over here yesterday in Little Tokyo. I wasn't filming any videos, and it is what it is. I do what I do. I do what I do. I do what I do when I can. You dig? Oakland. Shout out to Oakland. Haven't been to Oakland in a minute. Oh, I saw a nice video on TikTok. This young lady was doing like all of the dances from Oakland. Young Asian girl. She was hitting it. I can't do it with this microphone in my hand. No, scratch that. I can't do it at all because I don't know the Oakland dances like that. But if I did, I'd be out there doing it. I could set the camera up and try to do some of those dances. Be out here dancing. I hear the music going. What do they do? Man, I'm like the whitest black dude. Okay. I was listening to Mike Epps' comedy. Mike Epps said he went to Africa and he realized that he's not African. He said, I'm not African. He said he looked at the Africans that they said, you not like us. They're not like us. To which they said they added to it. They said you need to do your ancestry.com. So he went to ancestry.com and they told him the second line down said that he was white, European. He said, man, all of this time I've been thinking I'm black. I've been on my black-ish. I'm black. He said, man, that trip to Africa's made him understand, no, you're white. You know? That only flies until you meet other, whites. I say others because, hey, because the bloodline says that, as black Americans, we are mixed. We do have a lot of different bloodlines. And so we are white. But when we meet a white person, a European with I don't know how to say this. I don't want to say pure blood. I don't want to say that. Certainly, depigmented, melanin deficient is the best way to say it. That's when we realize, well, we're not that white, because we are blessed with melanin. Yep. Oh, this is Alameda. Yeah, Alameda. So this street right here, this Alameda is the Alameda Corridor. Now, in 2002, I want to say, my dad worked on the Alameda Corridor project. That project was a project to create a rail line directly from the Long Beach ports into downtown Los Angeles, where all of those shipping crates would be brought to distribute the goods that are coming from China and other countries around the world, but mostly from China, right? So it was a huge project where they had to construct, underground rail line. Underground. It's underground, but it's like open. How do you describe it? Open roof, so to speak. Even though it's underground, it's not by definition a subway, but it is below the surface of the ground, and it's the roof. The street is not covered over the corridor. It's open air, so there are slats. With maybe like 2 or 3 feet between them of air, so air gets down there. It's not covered up completely. Yesterday in Little Tokyo, I did not eat ramen. Those ramen prices are ridiculous. Almost $20 for a bowl of ramen. I went into the market and I bought sushi rolls, seaweed, rice with fruits and vegetables. So I got pickled radish, cucumber, and something else was pickled. It was a pickled plum, maybe pickled plum. Wrapped in sushi. It was good. It helped me over, but it wasn't like a big meal. You dig? But it was good. It was delicious. It helped me over. That's all I needed it to do. So that's what's up. Anywho, um, this is Los Angeles. Oh yeah, shout out to the in prison, the incarcerated folk at the prison, locked up right now. I'm locked up. They are locked up in that in the jail right over there. Is it prison or is it? I think that's the county jail. Yeah, that's got to be the county jail because the prison system in California, which is horrible. Like they have so many prisons. Wasn't there a prison at Terminal Island? I don't know, but I just remember that word being uttered. DJ Quick said Terminal Island in a song. I think Terminal Island is a prison. Okay, but then of course you got the notorious San Quentin up north. San Quentin. Pelican Bay? Is Pelican Bay? I think Pelican Bay because I heard Ice Cube say it. Something like that. And then there used to be a women's correctional facility. I forgot the name of the women's prison. It's closed now, but I heard it also in a Ice Cube song. Ice Cube was saying something about it. She'll get sent to, I forgot the name of it. Yeah, but California has a lot of prisons, and thank God I've never been arrested, never had any run-ins with the law whatsoever. Only time I ever had a run-in with the law, I was with my cousin and my uncle. We were in a car. We were leaving. We were at Leimert Park leaving today it's the Chase Bank. It was a bank back then. We were driving down the back alley, and the place was being robbed. And so 3 black men in a Cadillac driving down the alley at that time when the bank was being robbed, we looked suspicious. Some would say we always look suspicious, but anyway, that's another story. And so as we were leaving out of the parking lot, down the alley from the bank, the police drew their guns on us and told us to stop, and that was a serious little encounter. But once they realized, well, the robbery is still going on inside, how could the robbers be outside? It didn't make sense. So they were like, get out of here. You guys are free to go. So they got out of there. Then, yeah, that was one time. One time, right. That's it. That was my only run-in with the law. Serious little run-in with the law. Other than that, I was in Peru. I was in South America in Peru 11 years ago, 2015. And I was taking the subway or the metro rail system that they have in Peru, in Lima. And as I was leaving, I left the turnstile. The police were searching for it. The police were cracking down, kind of like what ICE is doing today. The police in Lima, Peru were cracking down on passengers who weren't paying, who were illegally in the country. There was just a number of suspects they were looking for. So they saw me and they're like, well, you don't look like us. You don't look like everybody else. So we're just going to automatically assume that you don't have your paperwork in order. I did. And so I was okay. But it was a nerve-wracking experience. The officer was like, pasaporte. And I was like, He said, pasaporte. And then I was like, okay, get in the car. And then I was good after that, though. I was good. Hello.
Hey.
How can you lose when you're doing you?
It's a marathon. You're at 109 right now.
October 9th. That's where it starts.
You see, it's the same old thing.